The following video will show you how to set up a MMU2-16LE to monitor Mode A flashing yellow arrow. With the A mode, what you're going to be doing is your protected movement will be on 1, 3, 5, and 7, and your red, yellow, and flashing yellow arrow are going to be through 9, 10, 11, and 12, with 1 being 9, 3 being 10, 5 being 11, 7 being 12. If you notice down here, we have the wiring terminals, and this is usually how you would wire it up, where you would have phases 1, 3, 5, and 7. You would have the green going to, and your PEDs would be on 13, 14, 15, and 16, and then your red, yellow, and flashing yellow for phase 1 would be on 9, 3 would be on 10, 5 would be on 11, and phase 12 would be 7. Now what we're going to do is go over and look at how you would set that up in a monitor. Monitor the Mode A FYA. So what I usually do is start with menu and go to factory settings, and go ahead and set it to set. So now I've pretty much blanked out the monitor. I'm going to flashing yellow arrow mode and look to make sure that I'm pointing at Mode A, and just to show you, you can go through A, B, go through all that different modes, but we're going to go ahead and use Mode A. So with Mode A, your red, yellow, and flashing yellow arrow are on 9, 10, 11, and 12, and your protected arrow green are on 1, 3, 5, and 7. So you're going to go ahead and say select, and now it's going to ask you, which channels do you want to turn on? And in this case, we're going to turn on all 4. So channel 1, 3, 5, and if you want to turn it off, it's just select on and off as your toggle, and then 7. So now we've turned on all left turns for 1, 3, 5, and 7. I'm going to hit escape or exit, and I'm going to say set, and then it's going to ask you, do you want to use the red and yellow? In this case it defaults as no, but if you want to monitor, let's say you want to hook up a advanced warning to the red on channel 1, you can do that. And to do that, you just hit select to turn it off and on. In this case, it's usually defaulted where you're only using the greens and the flashing yellow arrow channel, so I'm going to go ahead and say exit. The flash rate default I usually will turn on, and then of course the FYA yellow trap should also be on. These are both selected by the agency, so they will make the decision on if we turn them on or off, but in this case we went ahead and turned them both on. Hit escape or exit and go set, and now we've set up the flashing yellow arrow mode. Now we want to go ahead and do the wizard, so we would come back, go menu, setup wizard. Here it tells you what the next and select buttons do. We're going to go ahead and hit select, and if you notice, phase 1 is paired with something. In this case we know it's paired with 13. Okay, so we're going to make sure that in this case there is no unused channels, meaning we're using not only all of the movements and left turns, but also the PEDs. And if you notice, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are paired with 1, 3, 5, and 7. I go to 13, and you notice it says vehicle. Right now that's what it is, but when I hit escape and next, now it's asked me, do we want to monitor the don't walk? In this case we're going to say yes. As I said, this is an agency setting, so if your agency doesn't monitor it, you would say no. I'm going to go ahead and say select, and now it's going to ask you where you want to put your PEDs, and in this case our PEDs are on 13, 14, 15, and 16. Once I hit escape, or what I'm going to do is go ahead and go next and show you that it says vehicle flashing yellow arrow pairings. When you get over here, these are paired, and then when you get here it tells you you got your PEDs. So I'm going to go escape, Go next. Now it's going to ask if you have any protected permissive movements. In this case, since we are using 4-segment heads or a flashing yellow arrow, there is no 5-segment or doghouse. So we're going to say escape. Now we're going to review. Our protected left turns are on 1, 3, 5, and 7. It's paired with 9 through 12. Our PEDs are on 13, 14, 15, and 16. This all looks good. We're going to go ahead and say exit. And we're going to set it, and then it tells us that we've just changed our parameters for dual indication, red fell, minimum yellow red clearance, and field check. If you have any questions, you can always contact us at support@editraffic.com or the tech hotline 602-396-1284.